Sabote, this is Jeff.
This is David.
We are playing Darksiders 2, and we are going to start this wonderful episode before we go to Earth. That is our goal for this particular episode and the next one. Earth is a large, well, it's a dungeon, really.
Right.
Our first goal is to make our end-game weapons. We kind of teased this a little bit in the last episode. We got the ingredients. We're going to make health steel. We're going to put on our sights, and we're going to put wrath steel onto our hammer, because we do have a possessed hammer.
Right.
And then we will just grandfather these in to the rest of our weapons.
Nice.
So now we have to give it a fancy name.
This is the scythe?
They're connected, the names.
Parasite Adam and Parasite Eve.
Yeah. I like my puns. I cannot lie.
You know, Parasite Eve is a great game, so that's fine.
And Parasite Adam is a great pun. So
yeah,
I'm actually, this sound right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's me patting myself on the back
This
for that one.
is the tale thus far. 1,000 souls.
Now, this intro is the same as the last one, except for that first line where he said, "This is the tale thus far."
Huh.
I have never heard that in the entire time I've played the game.
Weird.
I just thought that was kind of interesting. I thought it was just the, this has been the journey so far.
The pool will bring you to
There you go. Now you have hot knowledge. Just dropping it.
Good to know you miss things.
I guess maybe the random number generator was just not kind to me in the now going on 40 or 50 hours I've played this game. So
Possibly.
our first step into the ruined world of Earth is full of cutscenes.
Of course it is.
But that's okay because they're pretty badass.
I'm okay with that.
Quiet. There are more than corpses about. Uriel, what are the Hellguard doing on Earth?
It's a video game monster. It has to scream.
And it has to have that scream.
But Death gets all the best lines.
While he just watches.
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
The best part of that, there's the resignation in his voice, and then the fact that the enemy runs away.
Yes.
He's like, oh crap.
It's Death. Get out.
Zombies, go fight. You're stupid zombies. You go fight Death. Technically, they're called the Swarm.
Whatever.
But they're zombies. Come on.
Yep.
Hellguards, to me!
We're put in the middle of a swarm ambush. We get to try out our fancy new weapons now.
You mean a swarm of swarm?
Mm-hmm. We're going to be casting a lot of spells from now on. As quickly as and as often as I can.
Oh, that is really fun to watch.
I still just have the first level of the teleport slash.
Right.
But teleport slash is homing. So just throw it out every now and then and it'll teleport you to a nearby enemy. I'm not too picky.
Just go where it bleeds and...
Yeah, it's wherever it takes me. Teleport slash knows.
That's a car.
I don't know why it's targeting the lamppost. These things just happen when I start recording, you understand?
Can you do anything with the lamppost?
Nope.
You can't war it up and use it as a bat?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Death is not war. He does not have that particular bludgeoning ability. Here we go.
Right.
All right.
Maybe you'll get the second level of teleport slash then.
In case you haven't noticed, the war horn in the background means a new wave of enemies is coming in.
I figured it was either that or a really nice musical cue, or just music in general. But
it is actually just for the enemy spawns. Which is actually one of the worst things about this as well.
Oh, really?
Earth is basically a gigantic dungeon.
Okay.
So to speak. It has a gimmick, which we'll see shortly. Well, another gimmick. The first one we've already seen. Unfortunately, it's the zombies.
I should kill you for what your brother did here. But you saved my life. Consider us even.
What do you know about the Rod of Arafel?
A weapon of immense power, brought to Earth by the Archon Hestus to battle the demons in the End War. But Hestus fell, and the rod was shattered. Now the Destroyer uses its pieces to fuel his army of darkness.
What was broken can be reformed. Where are the pieces of the rod?
In the hands of the Destroyer. He has summoned creatures from the abyss and drawn forth his chosen, things of blasphemy, who even now divide this world into their own hellish domains. The Suffering are one such beast. They feed upon the dead of this world and twist them into a swarm of flesh and bone that fight as one mind. It was they who attacked us moments ago.
One mind, easily sundered.
I will not risk more Helgard to recapture the Rod of Arafel. But, should you wish to undertake this fool's errand, then follow the trail of corpses left by my brethren.
A fool's errand. Well, it would not be my first.
So that it is not your last. Take this.
There's our other gimmick.
Where was she hiding that?
Thanks for the warning. Why are the Hellguards still on Earth? You lost Uriel, in case you haven't noticed.
Where else would we go? All of creation saw what happened here. How the Hellguard marched before the seals were broken. The White City is closed to us. We can never go home.
What are these chosen? They don't look like demons.
They're bosses.
No, they are something far more ancient.
Yeah, just not for this
drawn
game,
from
but
the heart of the abyss. The most powerful serve the Destroyer and rule in his name over ash and bone. The rest kill everything around them.
It is a wonder you've lasted this long. Even the dead march against you.
You speak of the swarm. Of all the creatures that roam the wastes, they most hunger for revenge. Not even death can stop them.
How many angels died here, Uriel?
Too many. But for every dead angel there is another, kept alive against his will. Their suffering empowers the Destroyer. Perhaps you could release them from their torment, Pale Rider.
If you wish. However, all I can offer the captives is a swift end.
That is blessing enough.
we got a side quest as well. The Light of the Fallen. There will be 10 trapped Helgar that will go around collecting, that is to say, killing. So the Salvation Cannon has 2 firing modes. It's rapid fire and then also explosions. What happens if we use the Death Grip on Uriel? It says that her name is Default. This is going to get dumb real fast, by the way.
Okay.
This is one of the first things that I found when I was just playing through the game. Because I was just targeting her because I had the Death Grip and it said Default. And I was like, well, I think that maybe that's not supposed to say that.
Yeah, probably not.
But it gets extra hilarious if you actually try and Death Grip her. Oh, there'll be time for that. This Earth is so full of stupid stuff. Salvation Cannon is one of the 2 angel weapons.
Close enough.
Yeah, kind of like an alien weapon, but angel weapons that we'll be able to use. I don't remember if it was called the same thing in Darksiders 1, because I don't remember what it was, what the one that War used was, but they're similar. Similar enough. Doesn't matter. Also, since this takes place in the 200 or 300 year gap between War dying and being resurrected with the Charred Council, it means that Uriel has been on Earth killing things for about 300, 400 years or so, according to Darksiders 1.
That's true. It
seems like they got the raw end of the deal here.
Yeah, I think they kind of got screwed over more than a little bit.
Yeah. It's they currently still fight in the name of Abaddon, but unfortunately, it'd be a few centuries before the Angel Internet gets that information to them.
All right, let's do this.
She just keeps sliding. It's so stupid.
Why? Did they not account for this?
I have no idea why no one tried to. You know, it's also entirely possible that someone did, and they're just like, oh no, it's too late.
Is that an infinite ammo gun? Just at its cooldown?
It has cooldown if you fire too much. The shotgun blast bounces around walls. Now, this is the two gimmicks in action here. The horn will go off every minute or so, and waves of enemies will spawn. They will spawn indefinitely, which makes this an extremely annoying dungeon. Especially if you don't have overpowered stats, which makes the gun actually super useful.
Right.
Since it's critting all the time, so it's, one-shotting a lot of the little guys.
So, this is essentially turned into a third-person, stylized Left 4 Dead with only one person.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay, that's a bad idea. But
we have to pick up
I get the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, it is different. It just overstays its welcome, fortunately. And the suffering, which she mentioned earlier, those are the big guys that roared earlier.
Right.
We also have the new enemy there, the flesh burster. I think that's what they're called. Explodey guys.
Right. So are there just salvation cannons in a bunch of places, just randomly?
Yeah. Usually they're by angel corpses as a kind of way to explain their placement. At least diegetically.
I totally didn't notice that angel there.
Well, he's gone. He's been sent to, I guess, the land of the dead at this point.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't...
Yeah. I think that's where to go. I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I get, yeah.
So the flesh bursters, if they explode near you, they'll set you on fire, and then it'll take off about 80% of your health. It just sucks.
That sounds like a really bad kind of poison.
They are extremely dangerous in the arena mode.
Oh, right.
Which we haven't done yet. We'll get to that later.
It's like the Coliseum or something?
Yeah. Fortunately, they're very easy to deal with because if you roll away, you just get within a range and then roll away, and you'll be fine.
So, Suffering would be this game's version of the tank.
Yeah, exactly. The tank / the Suffering. And then they are very, very, very hard-hitting. Like I mentioned before, we don't have a lot of defense, even though we have like a bunch of offense.
Right.
And the Suffering will just kill you in 2 hits. They'll just go plop, plop, and you'll just die.
Nice.
Extremely annoying.
So the fire guys would be like the bile demons. Suffering are the tanks. I'm waiting until we get to see the hunters. And maybe they went Left 4 Dead 2. Maybe we'll also see the smokers are Left 4 Dead.
They're the ones that leave acid. Is that the one?
Bile demons are the ones
That's a spitter. Okay.
Bile demons are the one that blow up and coat you in vial, so zombies go for you. Also, you can't see.
I think the spitter was in Left 4 Dead 2, right?
Yeah, spitter was Left 4 Dead 2. It was spitter, charger, and spitter and charger were the
I think we've actually seen that before in the Land of the Dead or City of the Dead. The poisonous flesh burster versions.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They're not in this area though.
Right.
So the reason this is annoying is because when you're going through it the first time, you want to explore. At least that's how I played the game. I'm sure many people are the same way.
I am, yeah.
And it's just a never-ending slog of enemies. because every time you try and poke around a corner, you hear another wah, and then here comes another not difficult, but you know you can't ignore them. It's just wah, wah. And they'll occasionally send, the flesh bursters at you and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that the suffering only appear at the certain spots.
That would make sense, just because I'm sure fighting him in this kind of area would be annoying. Terrible.
We do get to fight him in all 3 disabilities. The ideal situation is with a gun.
Right.
We've already done. Less ideal, but still fine, is using
Reaper mode?
Yeah, Reaper form. And then least ideal is without Reaper form.
I will say that was a really harsh transition musically.
Hell yeah.
It was like doing the full just drums, and then all of a sudden we're playing Diablo again.
There's another angel on the ground there.
He shouldn't leave his batteries lying around, honestly.
You have yes, you have infinite ammo, which is good, because I don't know if they didn't do that, this would be just another level of annoying.
Oh no!
But you move a lot slower when you have the gun on, so dodging away from the flesh bursters does not work. If you want to get away successfully, you're going to put it down. So it goes.
Right. You can still dash. Yay.
Yeah. You hop around. It's the next set encounter with the suffering.
There we go.
Hooray. In my first time through the game, this area right here to the right, where we'll pick up a treasure chest, is where I first got health steal.
Huh. And that's when the game ended, more or less.
Yeah, basically. That was when I was like,
I can just not worry about health ever again. All right.
It was like I was staring through a mirror darkly, and now... There's a little thing up there.
I was wondering if you could shoot it with the salvation cannon and it would still count.
You certainly can.
That's good.
The bouncing around alternate fire, very reminiscent of the Shredder shotgun from Turok 2 Seeds of Evil.
I never played a lot of that.
Okay, so imagine a shotgun that shoots out like a bunch of lasers that just bounce around, like flat. It just kind of bounces around all the walls.
That sounds great.
And you could also get explosive rounds.
That sounds broken.
That game was really fun. A really fun 5 frame per second first-person shooter.
Is that the one that has the cerebral bore?
Yes.
All right.
That's the one that gets all the love.
What?
But functionally in the game, it's kind of useless. I found. I really liked. That was one of the first games that I really was sort of awed by the flamethrower effects.
Right, because it was actual like a jet of liquid that was on fire. Yeah,
it's like a jet of liquid. It's got like an arc to it. It still looks pretty good, stylized. But hey, there's our first rod piece. It's a staff. Yeah.
So the other weapons I remember from Turok 2, because any time I've had with Turok 2 is when I was playing it with you and your brother.
Mm-hmm.
There was the mines that you would put on the ground, and they would hop up and then cut off everybody's legs.
Okay.
I remember that.
I don't remember the mine layer. It's been a long time, though.
I remember the flamethrower. I remember the cerebral bore. And I remember the bow and arrow. That's it.
Yeah. Turok 2 did have quite a lot of weapons. The Razor Wind, I do remember that.
Oh, is that the throwy thing?
Yeah, the late game boomerang.
Found a piece of the rod.
Be wary. There are things that lurk beyond these barricades that the Hellguard dare not face head on.
Hey.
And the remaining rod.
Can we be in the cutscene too?
They lie past the barricade.
Hey,
Pass through the city, and you will
hey,
find the next piece beneath the earth, in an old abandoned tunnel.
Will I find the final fragment?
I do not know. But the rod has a will of its own. Find the second piece, and it may tell me where the last resides.
This is also a possible spot where she won't open the gate and your game will be permanently stuck that way. You have to immediately restart before saving. Otherwise, you might be stuck and have to restart the entire game.
Why?
That's what you get.
Why would that happen?
That's just one of the more destructive glitches that came bundled with the game at release. We'll actually get the other pieces of the rod next time, but we have an extremely stupid glitch. Care of Findlestick, our buddy Findlestick.
Right.
So if you use a Soul Splitter, you can actually pop out of conversations. With different levels of success. You have to get it just the right moment in order to... So this is version 1. It is pretty amusing, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
But it's not the best version. Although he still has his derpy
Why are the Hell Gods still on Earth? You lost yours.
Where else would all of creation wipe cities?
She's really good at projecting.
Yeah.
So we want a more advanced version of that, though. This particular glitch is actually useful if you're playing the game and are sick of the stupid zombies. For a reason that will become apparent shortly.
Oh man. When you're in a cutscene, they don't spawn.
Oh, they spawn, but use Invincible. You can't do any damage, but they can't damage you either. So what you can do is you can just walk through the entire first area and get your piece of the rod.
Oh man.
I actually think, although I did not try in this particular recording, I think it might be possible to even get all the collectibles, because you can still aim and shoot your gun, as long as you don't press like up and right and then the A button so that you choose a dialogue option.
Yeah.
You can still hop around and aim and shoot. There's suffering. It's less intimidating.
Right.
When you're invincible.
I like how you can always tell where Arafel is, or Uriel is.
Yes, Uriel, yes. Also, even though you cannot damage other things, it is fortunate that you can damage this, thus unlocking the piece. You'll collect it, but it won't actually tell you you've collected it until you've canceled the cutscene mode. We're just gonna talk in the middle of the...
How many eggs?
Yep, just kind of... Yep.
That's...
Darksiders.
So dumb. So dumb.
Next time we'll do a whole lot more shooting. There will actually be some new angel weapons and some new enemies to shoot, though. So it is at least, keep it interesting in that regard.
Yeah.
All right. Next time. Bum 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 bum.